As always, when there's a brand new DC animated film coming up and it's the last film of this year roster, they announce what's coming out for the following year. For this case, for the last film on the roster is Superman Man Tomorrow, and they are revealing what's coming out next year in 2021. Now we got three big movies. We got three movies. One's a big deal. One's a biggie. One's an adaptation, which we will talk about. Now I'm going to read this from the IGN article just to give people a fair expression of what they are going to reveal. The first one is called Batman Soul of the Dragon, a 1970s original tale, and it's going to be by Bruce Timm. So that, and I think there's a couple images of that, isn't it? There's a couple images of it, what the art style is going to be, and it seems like it's about Batman, fighting some type of villain who, and he has these like teammates with him. It's gone, my guess, very heavy home the 1970s comics at the time, because he's wearing the 70s outfit with the blue and the yellow logo and that kind of thing. The only recognizable name I have is Michael Jai White, who is reprising his live action role as Ben Turner, aka Mons Tiger, as they said in our who he has played in the Arrowverse, mainly Arrow. Now, this is interesting. Not the one after, but this is a very interesting thing. And that is this. They're going to do a Justice Society movie. Now, I assume because the Justice Society are on Stargirl, and how they a couple of the members of the Justice Society are going to be in Black Adam, as they announced this weekend with Doctor Fate and Atom Smasher and Hawkman and was it Psycho or Cyclone or Circle, whatever the female one is, but they're going to do the Justice Society, and it's going to be called Justice Society World War II, a original story told of staged for spring 2021. That they may hear a familiar voice from the panel of Superman Man Tomorrow, half juggling well. Now we might guess this is from this team, this new team, who seems like they're going more of let's tell original stories. Let's not just do Batman, Superman, Justice League, and maybe occasionally we'll do like a Green Lantern, we'll do a Flash or Aquaman or whatever. But the big one is this, the biggest news, and there's been rumors for years about it, and that is they're going to do Batman: The Long Halloween, which is a big deal. I mean, I think like all the must-read stories of Batman is probably they probably have done all of them outside of Nightfall, and now this and Long Halloween, and they're going to split it into a two-part. Part one, once again quoting from, I'm actually once again I'm quoting the IGN article that says Part 1 of Batman the Halloween will debut in summer 2021 with the second and final installment due in fall of next year. So it's not going to be like Dark Knight Returns. It's not going to be like Death Returns of Superman, where you have Part 1 in 1 year, and then you have, it being the first one coming out the following year. They're going to debut both parts in it. It's going to be quite interesting because it's 13 and the first and the last one is 48 pages. But now they're able to extend it. It's not like, back then when they, back at the beginning when they were doing like New Frontier, they're making them like 70 minutes or something, under 80 minutes. Like, no, they can make it a 90-minute movie if they must. What's it? Man Tomorrow is 86. Apocalypse War is like 90. So they can extend these. They are now allowed to, and all that. So that's I mean, let's be honest. Out of all the ones, I mean, the two Batman ones are quite interesting, but Long Halloween, seeing that in anime form, seeing that story come to life, it's gonna be interesting who they get to voice the characters in that. Because here's the thing, it's, it's written by Jeff Loeb, who's kind of known for just having everyone in it, name a Batman character and they're in it, type situation. Like Joker's in it, Poison Ivy's in it, Catwoman's in it. Try to think. Two-Face is in it. It's the origin story of Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face. There's the Falcones, Riddler, Scarecrow, Song for Grundy, Mad Hatter. Like, I'm probably listing like, 10 others. Now it'll be quite interesting when they'll do Nightfall, because Nightfall is kind of like the only one they haven't done yet now, or going to come out. So yeah, they're doing 4 and one's gonna be a 2-part. And this is quite cool. The 70s one, it'll be interesting seeing that, see the sneak peek and see how they're going to form it. But yeah. Yeah. This Justice Society one is just an interesting choice, and that's maybe because now the Justice Society, they are getting more exposure, and now Black Adam, they were in Legends of Tomorrow, and now Stargirl and all that kind of stuff. They're getting their debut in animated form, and the love of the Justice Society is getting there now, because it's like, yeah, there's Justice League, and that's the more popular one, but remember, this is the first superhero team up thing. So yeah, yeah, comment below what you think. Yeah, actually, I read this is the one where I'm like, I have read Long Halloween, I know what happens in it, so it'll be quite interesting. Yeah.